God Save the King!
Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis are all on their summertime spoil from school. The summertime vacations are right here. And for the Prince and Princess of Wales, who currently made a surprise look at Wimbledon. Royal obligations will be put on maintain for the subsequent few weeks as they spend treasured time with their children. Just like adolescents all over the country. Prince George, 11, Princess Charlotte, 10, and 7-year-old Prince Louis are now on their summertime ruin from Lambrick School earlier than they returned to training in September. The household will probably turn away to revel in their time together, perchance heading to their Norfolk residence, Anmer Hall, the place they can immerse themselves in United States existence and perhaps even experience a vacation some other place too. Kate, who has beforehand spoken about her rollercoaster restoration from most cancer's remedy and its life-changing impact, is a sturdy recommend for spending time outdoors. Reviews The Mirror. Former BBC royal correspondent Jenny Bond tells OK that as Kate, and certainly William, come up with approaches to hold the young people entertained over the lengthy vacation, there are 7 golden policies they shall most probably follow. Protected personal time. Kate may additionally nonetheless be step-by-step returning to public responsibilities following her most cancer's treatment. However, even earlier than her fitness scare, spending faculty vacation trips with the adolescents looks to have constantly been a non-negotiable for the princess. And for Jenny, this summer season will be no exception, marking a vast departure from the vacation trips Prince William skilled at his kids' age, which have been very public affairs. She said, "The reality is that faculty vacations are ring-fenced as personal time for the Prince and Princess of Wales and the younger family. And, these days, that capacity that their plans stay personal and they are quite a good deal left alone. It's a big trade from the days when William was once a boy." Back then, the paparazzi and mainstream media viewed Diana, William and Harry as public property. No count number the place they were. Thankfully, after the loss of life of the princess, matters changed, and that ought to be a large alleviation to the Waleses' down-to-earth activities. Despite their royal status, William and Kate are no longer anticipated to take their youth off to distinguished places on personal jets or remain in luxurious hotels. Jenny believes their summertime will be spent attractive in extra down-to-earth things to do, playing the Great British Geographical Region and maybe even getting their arms soiled on the farm close to the United States of America retreat. She said, "They love the huge open areas in Norfolk, the freedom they have to discover the Sandringham property and additionally to play particularly unhindered on the beaches. The Sandringham farm presents a chance for all kinds of enjoyable for the children. Tractors to watch, animals to feed and fruit to pick. The household is additionally very fond of the Scilly Isles, and I would not be amazed if they spent a week or 2 there." William and Catherine are doing their great to supply their youngsters as down-to-earth an upbringing as possible, given the extremely good location they've been given in the world. Limited display screen time. Nevertheless, one substantial mission confronting mother and father throughout the US of this summertime is finding out how an awful lot display time to allow their children. Something William and Kate will be acutely mindful of as they control bringing up their children in a digital age. Recently, throughout a go-to the Lake District with the Scouts, Kate mentioned venturing into nature and the use of normal paper maps as an alternative of relying on telephones to chart on foot routes. Meanwhile, William has additionally recommended younger humans about the magnitude of putting apart their devices. Jenny added, "William has spoken about George's love of video games, and they have each talked about regulating their kids' display time. Even TV observing can curiously be problematic, with battles over who must be in cost of the remote. But, mainly with Catherine's information in kids' development, I'm certain they will be fantastically rigorous about monitoring who watches what, and for how long." Household chores. However, it is no longer simply display screen time that Jenny believes Kate will be preserving an eye on. She additionally thinks that the princess will be encouraging her young people to do their bit round the residence with family tasks. When at their Adelaide cottage domestic in Windsor, The Wales household do no longer have any live-in staff, as they try to preserve a normal household atmosphere, and even although it would possibly be the summertime vacations and a time for enjoyment, Jenny believes easy duties may nonetheless stay for the children, set by means of Kate and William. She explained, "I would not be in the least amazed if the teenagers have been given a few family chores such as tidying their rooms, filling the dishwasher, brushing the canine and cleansing up after the puppies." William and Catherine have each lived existence backyard the palace walls, shopping, cooking and cleansing when they had been at college and, afterwards, when they lived on Anglesey. They will desire their kids to apprehend that, even if you are royal, you can nevertheless deal with your domestic and mother and father with recognize, and pull your weight. School work solid aside, but regardless of the screen time restrictions and chores to get done, it does not suggest it will be all work and no play. Jenny is of the opinion that any faculty work for George, Charlotte and Louis will be set apart in favor of pleasant household time in the course of their smash from class. There may also be some faculty initiatives to get on with, especially for George and Charlotte. However, these lengthy vacation trips are sincerely a time to put their research on one facet and simply revel in being kids. She stated, "William, Catherine and the youngsters will have masses of time to be simply the five of them, in Norfolk and anywhere else they select to go." Royal lifestyle observed. The summer season commonly capacity no royal engagements for the Wales household in the course of their well-guarded household time. Following William, Kate, George and Charlotte's surprising look at Wimbledon remaining week for the men's singles final. It is probably legit appearances will now stop till September. However, Jenny is nearly positive there may be one royal way of life Kate, William and the youth will be eager to take part in, the annual day out to Balmoral. The Scottish Highlands property used to be the preferred domestic of the late Queen and was once as soon as described as her glad place. Since turning into king, Charles has persevered the culture of inviting his household participants for a lengthy weekend all collectively at the property every August. Something the Wales household have very a great deal been a section of. It's a long-standing lifestyle that the household acquire in Scotland to capture their breath, revel in the peace of the geographical region and simply have exciting being together. Jenny stated, "Charles relishes spending time with his grandchildren. Camilla has talked about how true he is at analyzing testimonies and inserting on all the gorgeous voices. Of course, George and Charlotte would possibly sense they're a little historic to be examined too. However, I'm positive Louis will nonetheless experience his grandfather's storytelling. Then there may be the fishing, the picnics, the ponies, and plenty of cousins coming and going, as the Citadel hosts the prolonged family. I doubt whether or not Charles has persisted his mother's lifestyle of leaving presents for the children. However, he is a lot extra in all likelihood to play realistic jokes or have a romp round the residence and gardens with them. And I'm certain he additionally enjoys educating them about the natural world and the geographical region up there. It may additionally be a time when, possibly on the stroll throughout the moors, he chooses to provide a guiding hand to George about what lies ahead." Middleton meet-ups. However, it is now not completely their royal loved ones that the Wales household will spend time with, as Jenny believes time will nearly absolutely be set apart for them to spend with Kate's family, such as her parents, Carol and Michael. The future Queen's mom and father have furnished unwavering guide for their daughter and grandchildren in the course of Kate's most cancer's treatment. In a good-sized gesture final year, they had been the solely people aside from Kate, William and the teenagers to characteristic in a heartfelt video launched to mark the conclusion of the princess's chemotherapy treatment. Their bond with their grandchildren was once additionally clear at some point of Christmas at Kate's annual carol concert. The place Louis positioned a handwritten observe on a kindness tree expressing gratitude to his granny and grandpa for playing video games with me. Jenny additionally mentioned, "They adore their granny and granddad Middleton and now have loads of little cousins on that aspect of the household to experience spending time with."